I love the alchemy and the darkroom. It's been my history for 30 years, and I love the look. It was magical. I mean, to me, it's just sheer magic in chemistry and alchemy and centuries of experimentation.
Keith Carter commands all things in the universe of his darkroom. Only he can let there be light. In the beginning is a formless void, until slowly creation springs forth from his hand. The doubters may say science and technology have given us a better way, but here, digital is not divine. Keith's commandments say black and white film is the path to salvation.
It is like looking at the bare bones of something. You don't have the seduction of color. Black and white's like a poem as opposed to a prose short story.
Keith has made a living with his lens. Perhaps his most famous work is a collection of simple, singular black and white images. The book, From Uncertain to Blue, charts his journey across small-town Texas. You might say it put this professional photographer on the map.
Texas is blessed probably with more whiskey-fueled bet names and family names and odd little North Zulch, North Zulch, you know, Dime Box, all these wonderful diddy-wah-diddy, poetry, Blossom,
Gun Barrel City.
Gun Barrel City, Cut and Shoot. I would make one picture in every town, and I'd try not to make it based on the name of the town, because that just seemed a little too easy. Sometimes you'd get there in the middle of the day, the light was all wrong. There wasn't a soul outside. It was just a crossroads. And my mandate was to make a photograph. It was like poetry.
From Uncertain to Blue debuted back in the 80s, but its timeless nature led to a re-release 25 years later. In the time between, this world-class photographer has worked on countless projects, published books into the double digits, and began teaching the next generation of Keith Carters.
Art is for people. I've been doing it almost 3 decades now, and I see changes in, 18-year-olds. And if you prepare them in the right way to what I consider the magic of photography, it's a wonderful thing. We want to tell stories. We want to put our stamp on culture, on your time. There's something in mankind, people, that made us from the get-go want to leave marks.
And there is narcissism here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's part of photography, isn't it?
Well, I think so, but I think you have to have strong opinions, and it's what fuels you to work for years on something that you don't know if it's going to cause any interest or if it's going to financially drain you, but you just have this passion to make this work.
Creative and financial challenges abound for most artists, including Keith. He has always faced problems armed with relentless passion, but now that passion is being put to the test. In a cruel twist of fate, this photographer's most important tool is threatening his life.
I was diagnosed a few years ago with ocular cancer in my left eye, and subsequent treatments have left me with a great loss of vision, and if I close my good eye, everything looks kind of dirty. There's a certain irony, but it's not a debilitating irony.
An artist to the core, Keith has chosen to draw inspiration from his illness. In some ways, his latest project is just like all the others, showing us the world through his eyes.
I started a series of photographs that I call Imagining Paradise, which are a wide variety of subject matter, short depth of field, that's short focus, and I'm making them kind of synonymous with the way I see, which is in a dirty fashion. The thing about art is, at least in my world, your art changes as your life changes. I don't want to just do the same thing over and over. I don't make photographs like I made back then. I just can't make that anymore. I'm not that same person.
As the future comes into focus, one thing is already clear. This photographer won't waste time feeling sorry for himself. He's always found magic in the unexpected, and whether in life or in the darkroom, Keith Carter can't wait to see what develops.
There are times when you think, why me? But no, I think you just go on with your life and do your work as best you can do. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. I get excited about the work, and anytime you're excited about it, it's time well spent.